It looked extremely rocky for the Mudville Nine that day. Score stood 4-2, with but one inning left to play. So when Cooney died at first and Burroughs did the same, a pall-like silence fell upon the patrons of the game. A straggling few got up to go, leaving there the rest, with hope that springs eternal from within the human breast. They thought, if only Casey could get a whack at that, we'd put up even money now with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, and so did Jimmy Blake. The former was a pudding, the latter was a fake. So that stricken multitude in death-like silence sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey's getting to the bat. But Flynn let go a single to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had settled and they saw what had occurred, there was Jimmy safe at second and Flynn a hugging third. Then from the gladdened multitude went up a joyous yell. It bounded from the mountaintop and rattled in the dell. It struck upon the hillside and echoed in the flat. For Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Casey's bearing and a smile on Casey's face. And when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat. No stranger in the crowd could doubt 'twas Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 5,000 tongues applauded as he wiped them on his shirt. And when the writhing pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance glanced from Casey's eyes, and a sneer curled Casey's lip. And then the leather-covered sphere came hurtling through the air, but Casey still ignored it. Their daggers there. Close by the sturdy batsman, the ball unheeded sped. That ain't my style, said Casey. Strike one, the umpire said. From the benches black with people there went up a muffled roar, like the pounding of the storm waves on a stern and distant shore. Kill him, kill the umpire, someone shouted from the stand. And likely they'd have killed him had not Casey raised his hand. With a smile of noble charity, great Casey's visage shone. He stilled the rising tumult and bade the game go on. He, close by this batsman, hurled again, but Casey still ignored it, and the umpire said, strike two. Fraud, cried the maddened thousands, and the echo answered fraud. But one looked from Casey, and the audience was awed. They saw his face grow stern and cold. They saw his muscles strain. They knew that Casey would not let that ball go by again. The sneer's gone from Casey's lip. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel vengeance his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball. Now he lets it go. And now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in this favored land, the sun is shining bright. A band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. Somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out.